Hi, good morning everyone. We are from Group 12. We will talk about analysis of financial and non-financial information in annual report from Company 7-Eleven and Mr. DIY. Hi, good morning everyone. My name is ZAWAWI RUDIN and my matric card number is A22A0970. Objective for the assignment is to get know about company's background like company vision, mission, shareholder and directors, subsidiaries, and financial highlight. And next, to know about what include in the financial recording and what function all that for company, shareholder, government, and customer. And not just only that, it can help applying learning skill eventually in an assignment for the purpose to explore. First companies we analysis is 7-Eleven. Company background for 7-Eleven. For their vision, they want to be best retailer of convenience. For the mission, to constantly serve the changing need of customers for their convenience. And lastly, for the principal activities, strive to be the first choice for the convenience for the customer anytime, anywhere. To do that, company have to make our customer day a little more awesome by delivering fast, personalized, convenient when, where, and how they want it. Here a list for the shareholder from 7-Eleven company. This is list for director and the function for every for subsidiary for company 7-Eleven. They just only have one. That is current pharmacy industry, especially retail location at Petaling Jaya, Malaysia, and founded in 1994. For revenue, they have increased from 2.54 billion to 2.84 billion. And for gross profit, they have increased from 37.1 billion or 1.1% increase to 45.6 billion. For the next company, we have Mr. DIY. As can we look for the vision is to be the largest home improvement retailer in Malaysia and Brunei. Mission to create a globally recognized retail brand to offer the diverse retail experience catering it to different customer segments. And lastly, to maintain a wide variety of good quality value for money item, thereby holding a true to our motto of always low price. For the principal activity, Mr. DIY Group is engaged in the retailer of home improvement product and mass merchandise in Malaysia and Brunei. Its products are categorized into hardware, household, electrical, car accessories, furnishing, stationery, sport, toy and gift, computer and mobile accessory, and jewelry and cosmetic. The company operates in two geographic segments, Malaysia and Brunei. Most of the firm revenue is delivered from Malaysia. For Mr. DIY, this is five of their major shareholders. Like we have B Family Ltd, Hypetis Ltd, Platinum Alphard Neighborhood, BlackRock Fund Advisor, and lastly we have the Vanguard Group with their different equity and person from every company. Here is the list of directors from Mr. DIY company. This is list for every subsidiary for Mr. DIY at Malaysia and Brunei. For the financial highlight, as we can look for profitability, the company is principally an investment holding company. The principal activity and detail of the subsidiary are set out in a note 9 to the financial statement. There have to be no significant change in the nature of the activity of the group and of the company during the financial year. This is the profit for the financial year and attribute to owner of the company.
Hello everyone, my name is KASRINA BINTI SAIFUL and my matric number is A22A0930. I have analyzed 5 financial ratios that related to financial position including the cooperation between two companies. Firstly, profitability ratio has gross profit margin. Gross profit margin of Mr. DIY is 41.26% while 7-Eleven is 27.02%. This means that Mr. DIY have a higher gross profit margin. Secondly, liquidity ratio. Current ratio of Mr. DIY is 2.01 times while 7E is 0.81 times. This means Mr. DIY will have ability to clear short-term debt is better than 7E. Then quick ratio of Mr. DIY is 0.62 times, while 7E is 0.36 times. This means that Mr. DIY has a higher quick ratio. Next, efficiency ratio has inventory turnover periods in days. The inventory of Mr. DIY is 130 days, while 7-Eleven is 60 days. Inventory turnover period shows that 7-Eleven Malaysia takes 60 days to replace or purchase new inventory in an accounting period. Last but not least, position ratio. Gearing of Mr. DIY is 0.47 times, while 7-Eleven is 0.87 times. Mr. DIY shows that the lower the gearing ratio, the higher the company's financing and possibly the company's future.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is NURUL SYAFINI binti AZAHAR alias AZAHAR. My matric number is A22A0848. I'm going to talk about the similarities and difference in using 5 accounting principles or concepts between company 7-Eleven and Mr. DIY. The first one is how those companies record the property, plants, and equipment are similar because they record it at cost and subsequent costs are included in the assets carrying amount, but they are different too because Mr. DIY are recognizing the right use asset, meanwhile 7-Eleven are not. The lease or the contract do have similarities for those companies because they are recognized for short-term leases and lease of low-value asset. Both of the company also recognize the right use asset at commencement date and depreciate it using straight-line method. For the lease liabilities also have the similarities in recognizing it. Next, both companies are different in recognizing the intangible asset. It is because 7-Eleven are using different principles for their intangible asset, meanwhile Mr. DIY only use one principle, which is measure the intangible asset at cost. For inventories, those companies have similarities when both of them stated the inventories at the lower cost and determined on the weighted average basis. For depreciation, they have the similarities in using method with the different rate. Both companies are using straight line basis method over the estimated useful lives for the asset.
Hi, my name is NURFATIN binti Norman. My matric number is A22A0971. I would like to talk about 5 non-financial information found in the annual report of company Mr. DIY and 7-Eleven. First is corporate governance item of Mr. DIY. The board of director, Mr. DIY Berhad, is responsible for overall management and business affairs of the group, including ensuring that an appropriate corporate governance structure is in place and practice to protect shareholder enhancement and other stakeholder value. Second is corporate social responsibility. The board of directors is collectively responsible for defining and leading the strategic direction as well as oversight management and business affairs of the group to achieve long-term growth and build a sustainable business. This third is environmental policy. The board of directors is guided by the director's code of ethics contained in the board's charter to cover data protection and use of the company data, confidentiality of information, protection and proper use of the company asset, insider trading and money laundering. Next, customer relationship in program. General meeting are the principal forum for dialogue and engagement between the board and the shareholders to enable shareholders to enhance their understanding of the business and performance of the group. The last is security program of company Mr. DIY. The group is committed to upholding good corporate governance and integrity practices by adhering to best practice as stipulated by the Malaysian Corporate Governance Code 2021 and the Bursa Malaysian Corporate Governance Guideline. The general meeting is the main forum for dialogue and engagement between the board of directors and shareholders to enable shareholders to improve their understanding of the group business and performance. Corporate governance item of 7-Eleven company is the company corporate governance overview statement. The board of directors of 7-Eleven Malaysia Holding Berhad recognizes the importance of adopting high standard of corporate governance by complying with law regulatory requirements. Second is corporate social responsibility. The chairman is responsible for ensuring the integrity and Effectiveness of the board governance process, where the joint chief executive officer holds key executive responsibility for the group business performance and managing the group in accordance with strategy and policy. Third is environmental policy. It's about the company recognize the importance of having a formal code of conduct or ethic that establish an ethical corporate culture, acceptable behavior, business ethic, and conduct for group employees, and steps will be taken to formalize such code of conduct or ethic for group employees to adhere to. Besides, customer relationship in program of Company 7-Eleven is based on the assessment that the effectiveness of the board of directors and board committee can carry out their role and responsibility as stipulated in the board charter. The director also have the ability to devote time to performing their role apart from attending board meeting. Last but not least is security program of Company 7-Eleven is comply with the applicable approval financial reporting standard in Malaysia and provision of the Company Act 2016. Such financial statement comprise the quarterly financial report announced to Bursa Securities and the annual statutory financial statement.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is UMAIRAH QISTINA binti Muhammad ZAWAWI and my matrix number is A22A0899. Based on the result of the data analysis, the annual report is a complete report on the company's activities throughout the previous year. The annual report aims to provide information to shareholders and other interested parties about the company's activities and financial performance. An annual report is a document that will provide important details that can be used to help develop future forecasts, marketing plans, guide budget planning, and improve decision making. Managers also use business report to track progress and growth, identify trends or any deviation that may require further investigation. In preparing this document, the company must follow accounting standard and explain the business to its investor and creditors as clearly as possible. Overall, we were able to learn new knowledge and together shoulder the responsibility and commitment to complete this task.